Despite all the odds, we are on here, baby. Give me some skin.
Yes.
Yes and yes. And this is going to our little DJI Mimo. Bam.
All systems go.
All systems go. Hey, everybody. We're back again for session lucky number 11 on the Sunshine
Bubbles
Potcast. And you are our High Vibe Tribe. Thank you for tuning in. We are just trying to keep it real here on this podcast and have a conversation between best friends.
Yes.
And we're letting you in on it. We just happen to be going live and posting it everywhere and everything. But hey, we have a lot to share and to discover and explore. And we're so thankful to do it with you.
Amen.
Hey, yo. I love you, Sunshine.
I love you, Bubbles.
We've been through it this week, though.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. It
has been a humdinger of a week, and I can't wait to decompress some of that together.
Me too.
Woo. From the highs to the lows and everything in between. We are in the dog days of summer. Is it the dog days, though? I guess end of June.
Yeah. It's officially summer.
The kids are running around.
Yes.
Like
the
wild
puppies,
ones. Oh, yeah.
the kitties. And
the plant babies.
Four-wheelers. And I see a volleyball flying around out there.
The giggles and the games and the laughter and some of the struggles, the arguing, bickering. Who's his mind? But I feel like they've come to, by now they've like gelled pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
All the kitty cats.
These are life skills. They need to know how to...
Roopy Doopy is even here. Taking a reprieve from Ripley.
Yeah.
The puppy dog, who they're still not quite sure of each other yet.
No?
No.
Aw.
She's been growling quite a bit and a lot of barking. He likes to bark at her, so he'll just be like, play with me, play with me, play with me, is what I imagine he's saying.
Yeah.
And she's like, not today, not ever. No, just kidding. But there has been some fun moments with those two. Like just this week was one of my favorite moments was at the Thiensville Farmers Market at the park there. And it was really cool because she and him got to go in the water on a beach type area. So instead of like on the lake where we just put them in off the boat, they don't really get the beach time. So they went in on their own, both of them. Ripley went full in and started like floating down the stream. We're like, Rip! So it was so cute. That little puppy love. And he was digging in the sand, digging up holes, barking at random rocks and things, playing with all the sticks. And he got a little out of line. He like kind of ran out of the boundary to say hi, to greet some people. And Ruby protected him and ran up and wrangled him back.
Good girl.
So that was really good to see too.
You do love him.
So I feel like in those sweet little moments I found, the hope of, hey, they're just working it out. She's a grandmama dealing with a baby brother.
Yeah. But did it take a minute for her and Primo to warm up to each other?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. I think there was a time where they had to get acclimated. Primo was such a gentleman.
Yeah, he wasn't like nipping at her toes or anything.
He wasn't. She was more the aggressor in that situation too. She became alpha. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like it's a cool to see the different dynamics.
Yeah.
And I just pray that Primo had taught her all those skills on how to be kind and gentle and forgiving and acclimating. All those Jesus loving skills that I'm trying to practice.
Yes. Aw. It just takes some time, right?
Yes. All in good time.
Yes.
Not our plan. Mm-mm. Not our plan, but we did have it planned we've been waiting to launch our podcast for years.
Like at least 2 years in the making.
But like officially in these last 11 episodes that we've been committed to coming on here and sharing, we've went through a platform Buzzsprout to upload all of the footage, so to speak, and then that platform Buzzsprout then disseminates it to all the different platforms where people listen to their podcasts.
So you can find it on basically any platform that you listen to your podcast on. Which there's way more than I even realized. Ones that I can't even pronounce.
But all your mains, your Apple and Spotify and Audible are some of the main ones that you can go check it out. And it's out there. And we're being super sneaky Pete. Like, hey, go to our DNAHempLLC.com website to subscribe to the High Vibe Tribe. And then you will get the email to our podcast.
Uh-huh.
So it can kind of do some information capture and get you part of the tribe, get you synced up.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out on any of this yummy goodness.
It's so good. All these good vibrations. But boy, we were tired.
Oh my gosh. That
Earlier.
was so necessary. Our little siesta in the grass.
We're both deciding what herb ally we wanted to talk about on the podcast today. We both looked at each other like, should we take a quick nap? She's like, you read my mind.
Yeah, right there, just lay down.
Yeah.
Didn't even walk anywhere. I was like, okay.
Right next to the mugwort. Took off our shoes and laid down in zen.
Ground down.
Oh, that was so needed.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Even if it was 10 minutes.
Yeah, if that, right? I mean, I could have gone without the bugs. The horseflies were kind of annoying, but...
They weren't getting me. I could hear them flying around, but I wasn't getting bit.
No, they were
biting.
Biting, more tickled than anything. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, they weren't. I didn't, yeah.
Not aggressive.
Which speaking of the bugs, so we went and we decided to take a nap, but that was after our Mermaid Lagoon experience. So how many kids do we have here today? 5? 5 kids. 6 kids. Mm-hmm. And we took them all back. So we're trying to engage them with an activity before we go right to work. Because I feel like so many times we get here on the farm and we're like so focused on the get to do list that, we got to understand that we're here in the juicy awesomeness of summer vacation.
Yes.
And it is all about the babies. It's all about the children. So we're like, before we go into straight work mode, we've kind of made a commitment that we want to engage the kids with some kind of fun activity. Mm-hmm. So we decided to make it interesting and tell them about the Mermaid Lagoon that is down below. It's kind of a little hike in to get there. But thanks to our work clearing it out, we made a
our
path.
Is like this big when it started,
yeah,
but it's there.
It is so there. And we get back in there. Lily, your oldest, helped us carry back the sound bowls, and we had the band bag. And in my mind, we were going to start a band back there. We were going to have a whole sound bowl sesh. But no sooner the kids beat us in, they kind of were already playing in the stream. By the time we arrived at the sound bowls. And you tell them what happened next.
Oh, they were ready to leave. They were swept out by mosquitoes. Yes. Mosquitoes. We forgot the bug spray. So we were all set up, had the bowls out, the blanket out. The kids were in the stream. It was magical. But then...
For a hot minute.
Yeah, then it just overtook their minds, and they couldn't think of anything but the mosquitoes. And we're like, no, just don't think about it. Don't give them attention. They'll leave you alone.
Vibe higher. They're not.
And we're like, rah, rah, rah.
Yes, in my head, I'm like,
nope, it's fine.
Play it cool.
Yeah.
Just play it cool. Because they're feeding off your energy. Right. So I didn't want to freak out. I was about to freak out too. They were bad.
Yeah.
We just got we've been getting rain on and off here in Wisconsin. And so it was just wet enough that the bugs were out.
I feel like that was a rookie mistake on my end. I'll take bug spray was essential.
I'll take it too.
We totally forgot about
it. So we learned.
I
don't even know if bug spray.
I don't know.
Would have helped. But they hiked out. They're like, we're out. Left us back there with the sound bowls. They were like, you guys can vibe higher and do your thing. We out. So I
don't blame them.
And we got back. What were they doing? Slathering and lathering with the balm. Oh, yeah. Balm to save the day again.
And not a complaint.
No, I didn't hear about it after, honestly. They have left welts. Those mosquitoes, we were all welted. And a little bit of that balm, and I'm not itching anymore.
No, me neither.
Mm-mm.
It's a miracle.
Sure is in this household.
Yes.
Or that they don't have any other options. It's not like we have some calamine or any other.
I don't need it.
Any other itch cream. It's like, it's the balm or nothing, kids. So
oh man, they were slathering.
Choose wisely.
They're like, I'm putting it all over my body.
Yeah, they did. It was like a breakthrough moment of yes, they know it works. They know it helps. They went right to it. We didn't have to keep, putting it in their face. They just, made it happen for themselves. And that was a great level of independence, hey?
Yeah. I'd say definite win.
Definite win. How do we...
There we go.
Stop it and then go back. And, woo, and we're back. So yeah, it's never a dull moment here on the farm at all. I love what we're doing though. It's so exciting.
I do too.
Yesterday we were planting onions and I'm really excited to kind of see how that experiment plays out.
Yeah, in the buckets. I really enjoyed having Weston here and him wanting to plant too. That was so cute. I don't know how many, maybe 1 or 2 onions he planted, but he did.
He did. That was so sweet. He is 5, my little nephew. And I just love, he's not afraid to get dirty or get right in there and ask questions and be curious. And just his little innocent, sweet voice just melts my heart all over the place. I love having that sweet little energy out here. Mm-hmm. He was more interested in the drill, though. He liked drilling the holes in the bottom of the bucket.
That's very important for them to learn, too. So they got not all the skills, but a lot of skills in just one little planting session.
Yes! So we checked out some old Tupperware, too, or tubs that we drilled holes on the bottom, and those will be nice as well, because we could fit more onions in there than we could a 5-gallon bucket.
Yes.
So we got them in 2 different kinds of containers. We put our topsoil compost mix on the bottom and then topped them. We plugged in the onion sets and then topped them with potting soil and watered them in real nice. And I'm excited to see. No weeding for this. I'm going to just sit back and just let that happen.
Yeah. And then we know where they are. They're contained in the container. You don't have to dig them up and try to find them.
Just dump them out, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dump them out.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Same for the potatoes, too. We cut the potatoes, our spuds that had the different eyes where the sprouts, or the sprouts were coming. Mm-hmm. Oh, somehow this got unconnected. And then when we fire that back up, there we go. Hopefully it stays on. Ow! There's a slapping noise there. Yes! I just wonder, is it like...
I just want to make sure this is on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So then you cut them and then you let the potatoes sit out for 24 hours and then they kind of dry out so they're not like so slimy, and that gives them a nice hard surface, so when you put them in the soil it's better chances to kind of...
If it needs to be plugged in.
Yep. Yes, I bet it does. Sunshine on the spot over here.
Yay!
Yes, queen. Boom.
We're back in action, friends.
We never left.
No.
So onions and potatoes, that was a lot of fun, too, and engage the kids as much as possible. But today, we're going to get them with the mushrooms, I tell ya.
Yeah.
It needs to happen.
So we have the straw soaking in the hydrated lime solution powder. So you mix that in with the water, put the straw in there, let that sit at least 24 hours. That helps rid of extra acid, was it, right?
It kind of gives some nutrients into the straw.
Yeah.
Kind of hydrates the straw and gives something for the mushrooms to feed off of, I believe.
Gets it where it needs to
I
be.
think the headphones, should we just ditch these guys?
Yeah, it's going in and out.
So we're just going to have to use the audio.
Oh, that feels good, actually.
Yeah. Ditch those headphones.
Hey. Yes.
So we were talking about mushrooms and hydrated lime.
Mm-hmm. Get those in the buckets. Do a layer of the spawn, the mycelium. Is it spawn? Is that what you call it?
I actually have it, yeah.
Yeah.
Ahoy!
So you do a layer of the straw and then a layer of the spawn and continue all the way up. And we have the holes drilled in the sides of the buckets, and that's where the mushrooms grow out of.
Yes! I am so excited for these mushrooms this summer. It's going to be amazing. I hope to get a ton of oyster mushrooms. Yes. It's so easy to do, too. Mm-hmm. Like, soak straw, not hay. You don't want to use the hay because I think that can promote moldiness with all the nutrients in there. It's not meant for it. Straw, you kind of just, it's just like the substrate or the medium that you're using to kind of hold this spawn in place.
Yes.
That's why I think you soak them, because you want that like wetness, and then it helps with like the acidity too of the spawn. So a lot to learn there.
Yeah. This is our second year, so we're still newbies, but yeah, they turned out really well. We had quite a bit of mushrooms to eat last year. We had the pohu and the
Blue, or no, gray dove.
gray dove, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And now we kind of doubled down through Field and Forest, which is local here in Wisconsin. It's a local Wisconsin company. They do such nice work. I love Field and Forest. They're our mushroom trailblazers, and they've been doing it for quite some time. Their mushroom farm is super impressive. They host field days, too, to engage the community, which is on the calendar. I've been really meaning to go. But one day, because I love to learn about mushrooms and the mycelium network underneath us, and fungi is a whole kingdom in and of itself, and I can't wait to get in there and use mushrooms for nutrients, necessary vitamins and nutrients for ourselves. They're so dense, and they're so good for you. They're like anti-everything as well. So we could do a whole thing on just oyster mushrooms, and we should.
We should. Yes.
Once they come and we have them, we're like,
Yeah.
oyster.
Yes.
But for now, I think we have 6 different varieties of oyster mushrooms that we will be inoculating or cultivating. And I'm super stoked on it.
Me too.
So soak in the straw with a hydrated lime overnight, 24 hours. Pull it out for about an hour before you want to plant, so it can so it's not super drippy, and then layer it just like a cake.
Yes. A mushroom cake.
Straw spawn, straw spawn, straw spawn, straw spawn, drip, 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 to the top. Pop it up, don't forget your label, and say a prayer, and ready to rock and roll.
I wonder, probably like a week, maybe 2. I don't remember how long it took for the last round to
Start
for
pinning.
us, for us to have mushrooms. I
don't think it was quite a week.
We were
but
camping last year, remember? And Danny was like, "There's mushrooms." We're like, "Ah!"
Yes.
His fingers are bleeding really bad or something happened. They got stuck.
Oh no, okay. Sunshine?
Yes.
Do you want to
Yes.
hold it down?
Okay. Well, we have some children to take care of. That is our number one priority. We're going to have to cut this one a little short, guys. Sorry. Thanks for watching. We'll let you know how the mushrooms go and everything else. Love you.